just a little bit of the reality of a dog living in a tiny space with you. Sometimes it's just good to do things when you don't want to. Well, Akela and I just pulled up to, well, it's an RV park. As many of you know, this isn't really my thing, but we just drove 34 hours across the country from Florida, and I'm back in Arizona. I'm so tired. So this was day 4 of driving all day, basically. I was waking up around 6, getting on the road shortly after that, driving till about 8 or 9, sometimes 10 in the last 4 days. Anyway, we got here and I'm using this next day just to really recover and recoup, which is why I decided to pay the $20 a night to be here at this RV park. They have this area of dry camping, which is why it's cheaper. There's like no water, no hookups, which obviously I don't need those anyway. But they do have laundry and they have showers, and they also have a nice little hike and a marina as well. So while I'm getting my things all situated and the van kind of put back together after a lot of travel, I'll be able to use a nice shower, get some laundry done, and then also Akela and I can still do some fun outdoor things. So this is just a side of this lifestyle that I don't do a whole lot, but it can be really nice to spend a little bit of time in a more luxurious spot, maybe. This may not be luxurious to some, but it feels pretty luxurious to me, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Right now, my body is very jittery. I'm very tired, kind of like scatterbrained. That's the word I was looking for. And literally the last thing that I want to do is clean right now, but my van is a complete mess. I need to start by cleaning my van really well. I know it's gonna make me feel so much better, and while I do that, I'm just going to hydrate my body.
Don't let me wait. Catholic girls, not much too late. Be the one. Well, they show you statues. Since a fine girl, you're a fine girl. What a good life you would be.
This is just a little bit of the reality of a dog living in a tiny space with you. Akela is blowing her coat right now, which if you've ever experienced that with a dog, you know that it's practically impossible to keep like ahead of their shedding. So my blanket and comforter is absolutely just, there's so much hair, more than usual. And second thing, Akela threw up on my bed 3 times. She's totally fine. Sometimes she just throws up. There has not been a washing machine big enough that I've been around to wash it, which is pretty gross, but it's also the truth. So I'm gonna strip all of that, and that will be another chore for today. Since this week, and especially these 2 days, are kind of dedicated to getting my mind and body right again and recovering from all of our travel, I want to give a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. You guys have really been able to see and witness what I do kind of on a day-to-day basis to make sure that my mind and body stay really healthy. But one of those things that I don't film is going to therapy every month. I have experienced long spans of time where I have not gone to any therapy, and I've experienced times where I've dove really deep into therapy, and I can tell you that there is a huge difference in my life, in the way that I react to things and my mindset around life events when I am going to therapy. And that brings me to one of the reasons why I think BetterHelp is such a beautiful resource, because it assesses your needs and then matches you with your own licensed professional therapist. Also, this service is available for clients worldwide, and you get to do therapy from the comfort of your own home. I think it is important to note that this is not a crisis line, it is not self-help, this is truly professional counseling simply done online. I have my monthly therapy appointment in 2 days at 4 p.m. and I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, there is a special offer for all of you. Visit the link below and get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Linnea. I got some work done. I have one more little thing to fix inside the van, but I can do that tonight. I am going to let Akela out and get a workout done. This is another one of those things that, like, truly this is the last thing that I want to do, but I know that moving my body is going to feel really good. Sometimes it's just good to do things when you don't want to. What are you doing? We're not playing right now. You gotta work out.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. I'm used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back. Wherever I go, it's the same. There's no excuses, no one to blame. Sometimes I can understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain, even as we're having a fight? Say you, say you, say
morning, everybody. It's pretty chilly this morning, and that is one of my favorite things about the desert, is when the nights are cold and the mornings are chilly, but once the sun comes up, everything gets warm again. I just love that about the desert. So my plan for the morning is to really enjoy this beautiful cup of coffee and get some work done. But I need my camera for that because I am starting something new. I am starting what I guess you could call it a podcast. I'm gonna title it The Morning Nomad, and basically I wanted to provide an extra video each week, and I thought that something that feels attainable for me and something that a lot of the YouTube and especially the Instagram audience really like is when I answer questions. So I figured that I'll make it a routine in my life where every Monday morning, the day after my video upload, I'll sit down in my PJs and with my coffee and answer a few of your questions. So I'm going to take care of recording that right now. If I can get a good solid chunk of work done recording that first episode, podcast thing, video, whatever, and then get on my computer for maybe an hour or two, hopefully Akela and I can go do something kind of fun outside. I know. Hey. Oh wait. Akela, come here. Please don't go in there. Akela, sit. We're gonna go on a little hike. Akela's very excited. I need to fill up my water. All right. Are you ready? Good girl. Akela, you did so good. Do you want to go home? Do you want to head back? Okay, that is a yes. Well, everybody, I have a pretty tired pup here with me. It's getting pretty hot here. I bet they can hear you breathing. Yeah. And for me, the van is pretty much put back together. I need to do a little bit more tidying up after this morning's work and coffee and all that. Even just from this last day, I'm feeling so much more energized and in a much better place to move forward with a lot of the things going on in my life. And I'm super excited for my friend to get here. I am so grateful before seeing people just to have some really solid alone time and time with Akela and outside time and cleaning time and all the important time before being social. I have a lot more computer work to do, which is not fun to watch. So I'm gonna say goodbye now. I'm gonna turn this so you can see. How are you? She's got her paw sticking out here. There are some really exciting things coming up in the next 3 weeks, and then Noah and I start the build, which is going to be fun and challenging and exhausting and also super wonderful to take on that project with him. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and Akela and I will see you next week.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.